This is Kevin Purcell with GottaBeMobile.com, and I'm showing you the new Pebble Steel smartwatch. This is a nice update over the previous model as it gives you a little more elegant look and feel. It's slightly smaller, only a few millimeters, but while the numbers don't seem to show an awful lot of difference, the feel is a great deal different. The steel construction makes it a lot more sturdy. You're not going to get as many scratches. The Pebble Steel also uses the many beautiful watch faces and apps that are installed. I want to show you some of the cool things that you can do with a Pebble. Notice first of all just this watch face. This is one of my favorite. It's called Y Weather. Notice it gives you the day, date, and time, along with the temperature outside, your GPS location, and that little indicator icon shows you what kind of weather conditions are outside. Notice it's cloudy right now here where I'm at. There also appears a battery indicator and a GPS indicator. I'm sorry, a Bluetooth indicator showing whether you're connected. Now you can always switch between the different watch faces just by hitting the down and up buttons here on the side. There's a center button that gives you the option to go to settings where you can then control music. There's no music found at this point. It also lets you view any notifications that have shown up. Here you can set alarms. Now this is one of the apps that I have loaded on here. It's called Timer. And what it does is it sets by default a 7-minute timer, but you can increase that. And so what I do is I set it to about 30 minutes on Sunday morning when I'm getting up to preach sermons at my church. And that way I can try to keep people for 30 minutes or less. It kind of gives me an indicator on my watch to let me know, hey, you've been going for 30 minutes now. It's time to shut up. Here's another one. If you ever need to flip a coin, there you go. Just push the button. Tails, tails, heads, tails. It's pretty random. Here's a scorekeeper app that I really enjoy. If you are someone who works with kids' youth soccer or a team or something like that, and you want to keep score easily, you can do it right there on your watch. Grill timer. I've loaded this. Haven't really had a chance yet to use it. But it gives you the opportunity to go into its database and say, hey, I'm trying to cook some 1-inch thick steaks or something, and it'll give you a timer so that you'll know when to quit cooking the steak and make it just perfect. The interface is smooth. It works pretty quickly, and I like that the many different functions of it work really well. You can easily set an alarm. It shows you the notifications on your phone, for example, phone calls or other app notifications. It also lets you control your music. Now, one of the things that I really like about the new Pebble Steel, aside from the Corning Gorilla Glass face, which is almost indestructible, but you get two new style of bands, much more elegant. The silver one, there you can see how the clasp releases in order to take it on off your wrist, rather. Unfortunately, the bands have a proprietary connector, and so it's not as easy to change. The old Pebble worked really well, but this new one just looks nicer and feels more like a watch than a big clunky piece of plastic sitting on your wrist. You get a better band on the new watch bands, and the connector works a lot better, and we just really enjoy the new Pebble Steel when compared to the original Pebble Kickstarter edition.